Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our February online Zoom business training. So thank you to those who are there here with us in person today, and thank you to those who are watching this recording. So these are monthly trainings that we're going to have on the second Tuesday of the month to help you with aspects of your business and anything that you find you need help with. So one of the themes I've found coming through in the last 2 months is supporting our team and how best it is to support our team. So I thought I'd start right back at the beginning and talk about why it's really important. So in our doTERRA business, we enroll people to help to change their lives and to help them to use the oils. And if 1 month we enroll 10 people and we didn't support them to use the oils and show them how they can get other products to use in their life, for us business-wise to be in the same position next month, we have to enroll another 10 people. And the next month, another 10 people, and the next month, another 10 people. If we want to grow our business, however, we'd actually have to, if the first month we enrolled 10 people, if we wanted to grow, the next month we'd have to enroll 11, and then 12, and then 13. And that's just not sustainable. So what we want to do is we want to really support the people who we've got in our team. We want to support those people who we've enrolled because, one, we want to change lives, and we don't change lives if people aren't using the oils. But from a purely business perspective, we want to build a foundation. So if I enroll 10 people this month and they're all on LRP, that's built me a foundation from then I can then build on top of. So if those 10 people go on LRP, all of a sudden I'm here. And then I enroll another 5 people next month who I have to go on LRP, and it was less than the month before, but I've still moved up. So it's helping to build that foundation level so you're not starting from scratch every single month. So LRP is the cornerstone and foundation of our business from a business point of view, but it's also about helping people to get their oils in the most intelligent way that they can. So how do we support them? How do we encourage them? How do we create raving fans? Because that's all we want. We want raving fans who absolutely love their products and want to use them all the time. So it actually starts when we have our workshop and starts when we enroll them. So through my workshops, I always say, when we're talking about dilution or when we're talking about oils, I say, don't worry, you don't have to remember everything. Our protocol is that when you get your oils, I will come and I will sit down and I'll go through them with you. So you know how to use them. So we can do a wellness consult and talk about any specific needs that you've got and to show you your back office so you can order them ongoing. And I'll say that a couple of times through the workshop. Our protocol is that when you've got your oils, we'll come and we'll sit down and we'll go through them with you. And those words, our protocol is, which the amazing presidential diamond Paul Ovens taught me, are really powerful because people think, okay, it's just what you do. You have to do that so that you can get the safety information, so you know how to use them. So to start off with, that's really, really powerful. So the wellness consult and follow-up is a really, really good way to support our people. And I follow a set formula when I'm going through the wellness consult. So the very, very first thing I do is I get people to get their oils and to sit them on the table in front of them, their oils that they've got. Now, if they haven't put the labels on the caps, I show them where to find them in their info packet that they got at the beginning. Most people haven't even opened that info packet and don't realize they've got stickers in there. So we help them put their stickers on the bottles. I then get them to open it Just smell it, and we talk about what it's used for and how we can use it. So peppermint is energizing, and it's really good for cooling down. So if you want to be energized, put your thumb on the top of the bottle, turn it upside down, up into the roof of your mouth. Or you can use it in the diffuser, you can use it in your water. For cooling, it's gorgeous to put a few drops in a spritzer bottle and fill it out with water, spray it on your face, and it helps you to cool down. Just make sure your eyes are closed. So what I'm doing here is I'm making sure they know what each of the oils are for. What I'm also doing is having them open the bottle and smell it. We're creating an aromatic anchor. So when they smell their peppermint next time, they'll go, that's right, I remember Kirsten said this was for energizing and cooling. So having them smell the oil as you're talking about them, it's going to help with the recall of that information at a later date. So that's the first part of our wellness consult. The second part is to talk about their issues and talk about their health concerns. And here I talk about how they can use the oils that they've got already to start with. So their enrollment oils, how they can use those to help with their health concerns. Because they must have got those. Sorry, I just muted myself. I meant to mute the participants. I will see if I can do that. Okay. But Dee Dee, can you mute yourself, please? You can just hear lots of background noise. If you could mute yourself, that would be great.
Me?
Yes, please.
Sorry, I was in the cafe. I'm in can you guys actually hear me?
Yeah. So if you can mute yourself, that would be awesome. Thank you.
Okay, my name is Daddy, and I'm actually health and we Beck and I will help people to feel good and so empower them to active. So and I'm here because I want to learn more about sense of oils and to learn more from Kirsten. So actually I'm on the way to work, but I have to take time to tune with you all guys. So that's why I'm here. But
Wonderful. Okay, thanks for that. I'm just going to mute you now so that we don't get the background noise. Okay. So as we were talking, our wellness consult, we've gone through the oils and how to use them. And then we talk about their health concerns. So we get them to list their top 3 health concerns. We talk about how the existing products they've got can help them because they obviously bought those for a reason. But then we also talk about other products that can help to support them. So if they've talked about energy, we're going to talk about wild orange and peppermint. But we're going to talk about LLV as well. We're going to talk about other citrus oils. So we can help them to make a wish list. And then the third part of that wellness consult is we show them their back office and we help them set up their first LRP. So that's the first way that we can support people is at that follow-up. But we've got lots and lots and lots of other ways that we can support our teams ongoing and help to create these amazing raving fans that we want. So another way that we can support people is through Facebook groups. So we've got it used to be called the Empower Group. It's now called the Essential Life. Invite people to it. Help them to know that it's there for information to help answer their questions. Invite them to my group, Kirsten's Oily Tree, so that they can get support through there. And if you've got your own Facebook pages, invite them to those too. Because what we want to be doing is helping to drip feed people information about the doTERRA products so they can use what they've got and so they can see something and go, oh, I like the sound of that. Maybe I need to get that myself. So definitely use your Facebook groups to help support people. If you get people asking you questions, for example, if you get lots of people asking you about how to support their hormones, or lots of people asking you about how to get better sleep, then do some posts on that on your page. So you're helping to educate not only them, but you're also educating other people, because if one person's asking about it, no doubt other people want to know about it as well. Themed classes. So you've done your introduction class and you've had people enroll. What you want to do is you want to invite them back. So you want to have further classes because it helps build the community, but it also helps educate them both on using the products they've got and on other products they can use. It provides them with that support. So some examples of classes you might do. You might do a class called I Have My Oils, Now What? Where you can actually talk to them about using oils in everyday life, about how you use them through your day. You can talk to them about blending, how you make your rollables, how you use your diffuser. Those real basics that we can take for granted when we've been using them for a while. But remember, you were new once too and you didn't know. So do simple classes like that to help people. Do themed classes like cleaning with essential oils, emotions and essential oils, kids and essential oils, food and essential oils. Basically, think about how you use your oils and think of a class around it. So you might use them, for example, around your exercise and training. So do a class around it and support them, because people in your circle are more than likely to use them for the same things that you do. Or once again, if you've been asked lots of questions. So I get asked a lot of questions about hormone support and about returning to balance after my journey from burnout to balance. So therefore, I do themed classes around that, because then I can get a few people together and talk to them all at once. Blending is another one that people love. Get them to bring their oils along and make some blends, make some roller blends, make some spritzes, show them how to do it and just have fun playing. Have your oils there, so if they haven't got the oils they want, then they can use your oils in the meantime, and it will help them with LRP. So help them set up their LRP to get those oils that they don't have. Oil Camp. Oil Camp has been amazing for teaching people about the top 10 oils, so the Home Essentials oils. So for those of you who don't know what Oil Camp is, please register for the next one, even if you aren't new, so that you can see what it is and you can promote it to your teams. So basically, Oil Camp runs over 2 weeks, and in that 2 weeks, we concentrate on an oil a day and how to use that oil. There's posts for them to read, there's videos, short videos for them to watch, and there's an activity for them to do every day using that oil, which helps having the activity to really cement in what that oil's for and how to use it. So I highly recommend Oil Camp. It does run monthly. The February one is running at the moment. It started yesterday. But make sure you plug your people into that. Those are always advertised on both our Sharing from the Heart page for those of you who are sharing, and also on Kirsten's Oily Tree. They're open to everybody, whether it's a newbie or whether it's just people who want to learn more about their oils, or whether it's those of you sharing who want to see what it's all about so you can invite your team members to it. So they're open to everybody, and we've had amazing feedback from people about it. Emails. Emails is another great way that you can support your team. And when we're looking about how we're going to support people, it's about looking at what's going to work for them. And my theory is you want to have a number of different avenues. So some people can come to workshops. So we have follow-up workshops. Some people can't. They've got little kids, they live remotely, so we have Facebook events. Some people, believe it or not, don't actually have Facebook. I know, it's crazy. So therefore, we look at emails. So you'll know that I send out a team email once every couple of weeks. But why don't you develop something personally for your team that's focused on you and how you do things? So an email is another great way to support people. Regular check-ins. So when you enroll someone with their oils, do you just leave them? You plug them into the Facebook groups and the emails and that's it? Or do you ring them up once a month or text them once a month, or Facebook message them once a month, and just say, hi, how are you? Just touching base and checking in. How are your oils going? What are you loving at the moment, and what do you need help with? Because people might just go, oh, everything's fine, it's good, and that's awesome. But what it's doing is it's giving them an opportunity to ask questions, and it's letting them know that you're there when they need you. Because people might not have a question this month or next month, but they'll know that when they do have a question and when they need you, that you're there. So that touching base is really important, and it's forming a connection. It's letting them know that they can trust you, that you're not going to just sell them something and walk away and have nothing to do with them. It's really building that trust and building those connections with people. And it's all about ongoing education. So it doesn't stop at the follow-up. It doesn't stop at that first follow-up class. It doesn't stop at that first Facebook page. It's about regular connections with people and helping them to solve their issues and solve their problems. And it's about coming from all different angles. And when we do that, when we help to support people, when we help them to love their oils, we develop raving fans, and we also develop high retention rate. We get people in LRP because they're using their products and they need to replace them. And we therefore develop that foundation. So we're not going back to zero every month. When we've got LRP, we've got a foundation that we're building up from. We're not going to zero. Because if we enroll somebody and we don't look after them and we don't support them, then we're starting from zero every month. We have to enroll people every month. Well, we should be enrolling every month, but we have to enroll more and more every month if we're not having that foundation of LRP. If we're not building the connections, then we'll get people who go, they're not supporting me, I can't be bothered, and they'll stop using their products. People forget how to use their products. I know that we've got some very intelligent people here who are sharing, but we're all human, and people forget. They get these products and they go, oh, I don't know what to do with them. I'm just going to put them up on a shelf and not use them. So when we're constantly reminding people about how they can use their products and what they can use them for, then they're going to be using them. And that's when we change lives. So I've focused a lot here about the real business numbers side of things, but we're all about changing lives, right? That's why we do what we do. You're not going to change someone's life if they buy one enrollment kit and don't do anything with it. You're going to change their lives when they're loving their products and they're using them daily and they're seeing really noticeable changes. So that's what you need to do. If you're putting in 2 hours to help to enroll somebody, you should be putting in as that much or more to help to support them, to help with that ongoing relationship. Because the other exciting thing is when you get raving fans, what do? They talk. They talk to their friends. They talk to their families. And then they want to know where they get their oils. And who are they going to go back to? They'll go, Kirsten gives such amazing support. She's always there for me. I think you should go and talk to her about how to get your own oils. That's because we've developed that connection and we've developed those raving fans. Now, I did have one question that was posted on the group that I'm just going to read out. So, how do you best support someone that has bought the HE kit, for example, at a workshop? You give them loads of info about how to use the oils, written and in person, once they have their oils, and then they totally forget how to use anything. For me, I still ask Google, but some people just don't use them and then they think you're a waste because they don't know what to do. This breaks my heart. Can you help me to help them be independent and curious. So one thing I find works really, really well to help to do that is to, when we do our follow-up and our wellness consult with people, is to introduce them to the resources that can help them. So when I sit down with people, I say, one of the best resources you can get to help you is the Modern Essentials app. And I will sometimes talk about this in the classes as well. So if someone's got a particular concern or actually says, oh, how am I going to remember all of this? Then we say, a protocol is I'll come and sit down with you and go through them. But not only that, we've got some great resources. So on your phone, you've got the Modern Essentials app that you can get. It's around about $10-ish. You can put in a condition, it will come up with oils. Or if you've got an oil you don't know what to use it for, put it in and it'll tell you how you can use it. So that's a really good resource. There's some amazing books that you can have. And I talk to them about the books. I talk to them about the Facebook groups and how they can search on those Facebook groups. So it's about providing them with that information so they can be independent. But it's also about checking in with them as well, because people will forget about those resources and they'll forget what you've told them. So when you check in with them, you might say, what oils are you loving? What ones aren't you using? How can I help with that? And they might say, oh, I'm not using this peppermint. You've got two options there. You could either say, peppermint's really good for helping with energy and it's great for cooling. Or you could say, I've just had a look on my Modern Essentials app and give them a screenshot and this is what it says that you can use your peppermint for. Personally, I like using it for energy and cooling. Have you managed to download the Modern Essentials app for yourself yet? So you're helping to, rather than just giving them the answer, you're guiding them towards where they can get the answer themselves. So you're empowering them rather than enabling them. But also make sure they're tapped into the Facebook groups and those sorts of things as well. So I hope that answers your question. If you do have any further on that you want me to answer, please comment below this. I'll post the recording up on the page so that can help you out as well. So I didn't have any other questions for today from anybody. So hopefully that's really helped you on how you can support your teams, the best ways of doing that. Please, if you've got any other further questions, do type them in the comments below on this post when I post up the recording. I would love to help you out because it's all about supporting our teams. That's where we grow a thriving community, where we look after each other, where we grow our business, we create amazing raving fans, and we change lives. Have an amazing, amazing week, everybody. I will post this recording up on our Facebook page for those of you who want to watch it later. And I look forward to connecting all with you on our March business training next month.